going on, guys? Okay, today I'm working on the Skyline. I've been kind of messing with the ride height a little bit, and actually lifted the front up. I got it kind of where I wanted, and doing some measurements with the rear. This side is lower than the other side, so I need to raise this side up. And I think I'll kind of have it where I want it, so I'm going to work on that here in a minute. But I want to kind of show you something, because I am going to pull this wheel back off, and I'm going to go and take the rotors off, and I'm going to turn them because they are a bit warped. And later on I'll just upgrade the rotors, the pads, and something else. But for right now, I'm just going to try to get the car kind of as smooth and as nice as I can get it. But so I want to show you this. Like the previous owner, he actually had these spacers on here, and I think they're about 10mm spacers. And I kind of want to show you what the problems are with these, I guess, or one of the problems are with these. And what I've done is I actually added a 5mm spacer on here yesterday, just to kind of test fit it. But the reason why he did it is because the offset's not right for these wheels for this car. And if you look, the brake caliper is like super perfect right now with the spacer that I just put on it. But the spacer he had on here, so this is like a 5mm, and this is like a 10mm. With the 10mm, there's actually a lot of gap. There's like almost no gap right now. It doesn't touch or anything like that. It's like perfect. But when I pull the wheel off, I'll show you kind of why you don't want to run these. Well, the biggest reason why you don't want to run these is there was barely any stud for the lug nut to go on. I mean, there was like almost none, and that was real dangerous. And now with the 5mm spacer, it feels a lot better, a lot safer. But I'll show you what the problem is with these. This guy shows here in a second. So I just pulled the back wheel off, and this is kind of like what I want to do is like document some of the things that happen when you buy like a used car, and you buy a used car like this. So if we look at this back wheel, this is a good example. There is not a single wheel weight on the back of this wheel, so it is definitely not balanced. Like, this thing needs to be balanced. Jesus, man. So this gives me a good opportunity to like kind of look at the pads back here. The front pads were real good. The back ones, they're looking okay too, as far as the pad material goes. Still got plenty. So the car actually has pretty low miles on it. So, but all I want to do now back here is just lift it up just a little bit. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift it up. I'm going to thread it counterclockwise. I'm going to thread it up a little less than 1/4 inch. Yeah, so with used cars, you never know what you're actually going to get, you know? It's pretty crazy. Going through the car, definitely good. Like the back rotors, they look actually like they're in pretty good shape. Like, they're not rusty. The front ones are like, they got like a rusted over finish, so I want to go over those. They need to be cut anyways, because they're just, they pulsate. So offset and what size rim this is, I have no idea like what it actually is. This wheel's so dirty. Just trying to get to these work tags here. There actually was work tags. I mean, you couldn't even see it, but this is cool that it's still on here. You can see how dirty they are. So I might end up changing wheels later, and it's kind of cool to go off a little reference of what things are going to look like. So we're looking at, man, does that say 17x9 and a plus 38 or something like that? I can't really see it. Plus 35, 17x9 and a plus 35. Alright. Cool. Well, I'm not going to balance the wheel now. I'll have to just see if my buddy would do it at his shop or his job. He works over at Lexus. He's got access to a lift, so that'll take like a quick second. I'm not even going to balance that. What I want to do is I just want to get the rotors off of it tonight so I can take them and machine them tomorrow. So So here, check it out. So this is the 5mm wheel spacer that I put on. This is a hub-centric wheel spacer, and it's, you know, only 5mm. It's not really too thick, and it's gonna give me plenty of stud to work with. Okay, so these things can be dangerous. So this is Haley. She's gonna be my helper. All right, so this is the one that came on the car. If you look, it is not hub-centric at all, and it was actually sitting like this, just sitting, and it's just not even at all, and it was way too thick. There was, like, if you look, there was not much rim. The rim would eat up so much of this that there was not much threads actually for the studs or for the lug nuts. Here's a new one. You can see the difference, how big the hub is, the hub bore. Okay, this right here. So the problem with this is two things, real dangerous. Not enough threads. The wheels are gonna fall off, and this being off center like this, you end up with wheel vibration, like really bad. So yeah, it had like really bad wheel vibration, and it still has some brake pulsation, and it's mostly because these guys are like, they're kind of like glazed over with rust, and I'm gonna cut them and give it a new surface for these pads to actually bite into, because right now there isn't much biting into this. And so these actually are the original ones. I can tell that there's actually quite a bit of wear. I'm not going to measure them or anything like that. I still have plenty of room to just go ahead and cut them, and later on I'll upgrade them to something else. Just right now I just want to get the car ride height, brakes working good, looked at, make sure everything works, some new tires and alignment on it, get all the basic stuff taken care of it, so it can I can drive it a little bit more before I start working on souping it up. So, right? Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, so the rotor brakes aren't getting much bite because it's kind of like got this weird rusty glaze on it still. They're not very good. So they got a pretty big lip on them, but they'll be okay. I can machine it. All right, so this is going to be about the second time or the third time. No, this is the second time that I'm flushing out the radiator, I guess, and it's still brown, just brown. Ugh. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to run another bottle of flush. Huh? Yeah, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up running another bottle of this flush through it again. And that's probably going to be it. And then I'll end up running some coolant through it. Because it's just, I don't know how many times I want to flush it. And I've decided I didn't want to use this kit right here. This right here, because it's just going to be way too messy. looking for cheap tires. Alright, so after this, I want to get an alignment as fast as I can, and I'm still going to do the fuel filter and the fuel line. That's probably next for today. So the alignment, yeah, I want to get that done as soon as possible. I'm going to get that done in my buddy's shop. Need to get alignment.